the Atlanta Dream. They do have Tiffany Hayes back. If you were with us back in mid-June, she rolled her ankle in that game. Her first game back from that injury was on Friday. She's not yet starting, though, so mcgee-Stafford takes that role. Brittany Sykes into the starting lineup as well for Atlanta. She was on the bench for Indiana. We will see if she is available tonight to Pokey Chapman's bunch, as the tip is won by Indiana, and Candice Dupree quickly over to Kelsey Mitchell. She and Vivians were terrific in Indiana's win over Atlanta on June 16th, and a good start here tonight.
Great start.
Victoria Vivians now pushing 40% from the three-point line this year. A terrific spot for a rookie to be, as McCautry finds space underneath and scores. By 3 at the half and won by 32. It was the second best second half by any team in league history, as Candice Dupree is on the board.
And we heard Coach Chapman talk about it in the huddle. In the beginning, it's just we need to play our pace and not go out of control. And being able to pass the ball more than 2 passes, and that they will try to get the ball from side to side and force this Dream, which is a great defensive team, to play defense.
There's another three for Victoria Vivians, who has an early 6 points.
And everybody always asks, what is it about this Atlanta Dream, especially when we talk about the Dream Fever matchup? What is it that makes it such the game that you look?
Fever won, certainly got choppier as the game went on, more physical, as Indiana turns it over for the second time tonight. And Sykes attacking off to McCautry. That's a good find, and McCautry will go to the line to try to finish off the end one. Put of the year, as Dupree is off the mark. And Sykes on the pull-up over Mitchell. It's been a strong start for Brittany Sykes, who has 7.
They've had is just being able to stop players on the defensive end, and so that's what the struggle is right now. And
Achanwa found space underneath. Natalie Achanwa with her first 2. And Achanwa have accounted for the other 2. Sykes will try again for the left side, and Brittany Sykes is red hot here early. 10 points for the second-year pro.
I think Kelsey Mitchell, one thing you have to do is continue to keep her confident in her game. Some of the shots she does take aren't necessarily the best shots.
Story for Atlanta here early. The second-year guard will launch another 3, and Sykes continues to knock him down. She's 4 of 4 from the field.
Not see last game, Brittany Sykes, like you said, had not played, and so really trying to figure out, not just on the defensive standpoint, but offensively.
Inside for Achanwa, and Achanwa lays it in.
Great patience right there. One thing that we've noticed from watching this Fever team is they never give up. They are always in the game, and even when they're down, they continue to fight. And it's shots like that keep them in this game. Most of the teams run the same offenses, so it allows you to kind of have a little cheat sheet right there. And Cappy's such a smart player. She's been in the league and has played.
Shot clock down to 7. It's a dangerous pass and knocked away. Stolen by Montgomery. She feeds to Monique Billings.
And when you look at some of the passes and some of the mistakes that they make, not to blame it on being rookies, but some of it is being rookies.
And just like that, the Atlanta lead right back up to 9. Ways back on the floor. That's her with the ball right there. It's good to see, certainly, if you're Atlanta. And Sykes, well, the hot shooting continues into the second and through the injury.
Into the team, Fever have got to figure out how to guard her.
Already at her season high of 15, as McCall on the drive scores through Monique Billings.
Her body, how she's been able to score at will. Kelsey can score. That's something that we know she can do from her college days to here. But maybe being able to use her body. We go back to thinking when she was playing the 2 guard with Erica Wheeler and they're playing the point guard, how easy it was for her to find baskets and to get open.
Mitchell back to Dupree. On the hesitation, Candice Dupree, that was crafty.
Nice.
As Sykes right back to the rim, and Brittany Sykes is now 6 of 6 from the floor, starting 6 of 7. Tiffany Mitchell got back from behind, and there's Sykes coming in for the block. Kelsey Mitchell find her here, and what a play by Brittany Sykes to get back. Certainly could have been a foul call there, and then you saw Tiffany now gotten up and will head back toward the locker room.
Kelsey to just shoot.
Kelsey's looking for her first points of the night still. She'll try it on the drive. A collision, got it to go. Kelsey Mitchell. Errant pass. Achanwa, though, tipped it. There's Dantas to recover and score, and that's some bad luck for Indiana. That looked to be headed out of bounds.
January being her sidekick to kind of be in her ear, but I think that's the one thing that the expectation this year, come in, this is your team. Lead the team from the point guard position.
Is now 2 of 4 from out there. Has McCautry on the drive right to the rim, and Angel McCautry now has 7. Sykes over Wheeler, gave her a tough look. That's her second miss. As Sykes is now 6 for 8, and a good find from Mitchell to Achanwa.
And way to collect yourself, not it, but she had shot the ball so well from the three-point line. That's kind of been her bread and butter right there.
McGee-Stafford, that's a good find of McCautry, who charges in and scores. McCautry with 9. Dare, who was waived in that move to sign Pondexter, and a really nice note from Ben Abdelkader on Twitter just before we started as McGee-Stafford hits it in a foul. Second quarter. Hayes working on Mitchell, who's checked back in. Mitchell forces a tough look, and Tiffany Hayes gets it to go, and that'll take us to halftime. It's 5 to Phoenix on Friday. A 50 spot for the Dream in the first half. Backdoor pass underneath, and Sykes gets going once again here to pick up the third quarter. Mitchell off the fake, couldn't get it to go, and Achanwa took one to the chops from Brittany Sykes. It's been a physical now game and a half between these two teams, and I think we've seen more players go down, more injuries in this game and a half than perhaps we've seen.
The big thing is just the swing back. Whether it's intentional or not, the swing up that she had to go to get to her face, that qualifies.
And a flagrant 1 foul is going to be the determination. I think that's probably fair. Sykes has played the role of Hayes tonight in leading scorer. Dupree driving on Breland, draws the double, and Dupree rolls it in. Dupree had taken the fewest number of shots of any of the 5 Fever starters. She's now taken 5. McGee-Stafford, that turnaround jump shot is a very nice looking stroke. She's 6'7" as Mitchell got underneath. And now drive and takes the layup there. She might have had that initial look had she tried for the reverse. Staff. Dupree tipped it away off the back of Kelsey Mitchell. Tiffany there for the steal. And Dupree open on the baseline. She doesn't miss from there.
Would definitely agree with you, and I think that's the thing that she's learning as the game goes on. Finding the best shot and now being able to...
Still figuring things out. Sykes underneath the McCautry. Vivian's gambled, and McCautry scores. And out. Achanwa into a double, found an open Dupree.
And they're trying to get her back. It's her second game back from her ankle injury, and you can tell even while she's out there, she's still trying to get comfortable with it.
Foul line. Dupree attacking McCautry, that right-handed floater. No, Achanwa, right place, right time. Backdoor pass underneath for Hayes, got good position on Mitchell. Corner. Wheeler comes in. It looked like Clarendon was going to come up with it, and Wheeler just darted in to take away the pass. Come up with a steal for Indiana. Vivians will launch and connect. Vivians now has 13. Backdoor pass, a cutting McCautry, and an answer for Atlanta. Such an advantage to have the player of her caliber as Vivians alone again, and Victoria Vivians now 4 of 6 from the three-point line. Tough shot over Achanwa. And there's Vivians pulling it down over McCautry. Vivians will pull up. It's the Victoria Vivians show. 8 straight points from the Fever rookie. Nikki Collin will take a timeout. And now Angel McCautry and Victoria Vivians getting into it a little bit, and it's not often. So they've called technical fouls on that trio. They call technical fouls on Wheeler, on McCautry, and on Vivians. It's Achanwa at the end of the play, not Vivians. So it's Achanwa, Wheeler, and McCautry. As Kurt Walker explained that there was taunting by Natalie Achanwa at the end of the play. So
the Fever have done a great job just this quarter and putting Atlanta on their heels.
And an and one coming from Tiffany Hayes, who hit the foul shot on the technical. Wheeler crossing over Montgomery on the fake. Wheeler scores. doubled in the corner. Sykes in some trouble. Tries to dribble out of it. Now it's Tiffany Hayes who works her way out, floats it up, and what an important shot. And a big shot of that from Tiffany Hayes. Frustrated Pokey Chapman at the top of your screen. Vivians has 18. Vivians left wide open and continues to hit. Victoria Vivians now has 21.
Green side, of all the players to leave, you do not leave Brittany Sykes wide open. Of all the players to leave from the Fever side, you do not leave Victoria Vivians wide open from the three-point. That's what just a great overall teammate and does a lot of great things.
Kelsey Mitchell now 1 of 8 from the floor. She had to like that look as Hayes drives hard and lays it in. Getting past Candace Dupree. Shot clock down to 7. Dupree will take on Breland. Backing in, Candace Dupree.
Steady, steady, steady.
Third quarter. Sykes has been held to 2 points in the second half. Here's Vivians bouncing for Dupree. The Fever had that 5-game stretch earlier in the season. McGee-Stafford with the offensive rebound and the putback. It's at the end. Vivians with 21. That off-balance shot falls. Erica Wheeler, at least in the final moment so far. Montgomery, that's a tough pull-up and connects. Renee Montgomery with a big shot there for Atlanta.
I think the big thing right now for the Fever is to get quality shots and to be able to knock down those shots, especially when they get the wide open.
Sykes was brilliant in the first half. McGee-Stafford over Achanwa. It's Indiana ball and a 6-point deficit. Backdoor pass. Wheeler charging. Tiffany Hayes coming off the bench. Breland will step into a long 2. We really have to credit Nikki Collins' bunch. They have executed on the offensive end here down the stretch. Achanwa back to Dupree. She's wide open. Hayes got by Vivians, met by Achanwa, and Tiffany Hayes puts Atlanta up 6. He's had plenty of nights that show what she can do. Wheeler just gets it away, rolls it in, 1.1 left. They needed probably a 3 there, and Indiana instead will suffer a 4-point loss. They trailed by 17 at halftime. They cut that lead as low as 3, but Atlanta able to hold on.